gives us this when we square it.
X plus 1.
Of course, we're done. Exactly what we squared. That's how we got this one. Exactly what we squared. Now we have to take the square root. So I have x plus 1. I can never forget something crucial on the other side, which is?
Plus and minus.
That's it. The only thing I need is clean it up. X equals negative 1 plus or minus the square root of 11. This is it. Now we have all 4 methods. Any questions on this last method? Any questions? Any questions? So identify the middle coefficient, divide it by 2, square the result, and this is what you have to add to both sides. But now you have to remember how to factor, in other words. We did this when we factored trinomials with a special product. We factor this into this. And then we apply the square root to both sides. Any questions? Any questions? Okay. So now let's continue. Let's look back. This was my page. Okay, so we move on to page 4. Okay. So do we need more practice? So I'm clicking through these problems on part 2, and please let me know. Please let me know if there is anything that catches your eye. 1. So we know that the quadratic formula, be very careful what you choose. Negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared, not just plus, but plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. This has only minus. This has negative b plus or minus, well, it doesn't have the 4. So careful. This is the only one. Negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay? So careful how you select. So number 2, please tell me if you want to work on any of these problems. If not, I would like to move on. Number 2.
Can you do that one? That one, x squared plus 7x plus 8.
Yes. So x squared plus 7x plus 8. They're asking us to use the quadratic formula for this one. Do you want to use any other method, or you want to stick with the quadratic formula?
Quadratic formula.
Okay. So it's already arranged. So this is our A, this is our B, and this is our C. So then I have to write x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Negative b, negative 7, plus or minus the square root of 7 squared is 49 minus 4 times a and c is 8 over 2a, which is 2. Don't try to simplify anything. So 49 minus 32 is 17. Negative 7 plus or minus the square of 17 divided by 2. And this is it, and nobody can change that. (49 minus 32 is 17. Now you have to carefully look at and read the fine print. It says, simplify your answer. I can't. Type an exact answer using radicals and I as needed. There is no I in here because the quantity under the square root is positive, not negative. Use integers or fractions for any numbers in the expression. Use a comma to separate answers as needed. So be careful how you enter this. And use a comma so they want one with a minus and one with a plus. That be careful how you enter it. Any questions on that?
No.
Okay, on number 3, quadratic formula, the same thing. On number 4, quadratic formula, the same thing. So which method? Look at this equation and say, what will you use? Quadratic formula, completing the square, factoring, or taking square roots? Which method is the most efficient here for this particular setup?
Taking square root.
Oh, of course, absolutely. Taking the square root property or taking square roots, the same thing. Of course, because it's already the square is already completed. The most efficient for this is by using the, well, this is not factorable. So the quadratic formula will be the best. The taking square roots, I can't. Completing the square, I don't want to. So I will select the quadratic formula for this. It's not factorable, and I will not complete the square unless I'm forced to. Now this is factorable because we just did it, 5 and 3. So this is easy. So I will not go with anything else. I chose this problem for a particular reason, so for you to understand the method of completing the square. Okay, 9. Of course, which method will you apply here? After you simplify, not before. Please try.
Before.
You will divide both sides by 3, and then what will you do? Which method? The square is completed. So you want, yes, the square root property, yes. Okay, it's not factorable. I will use the quadratic formula. If you want to complete the square, you can. That's fine too. It's not difficult. Here, what would you do? We did this problem last time. What did we do? Anyone? Any suggestions? What would you do here with this problem? Do we need to work on this?
Equation.
I'm sorry?
Use the quadratic equation.
No, not with these with 2 terms. It's completed. The square is completed. So let's work on this one. 100x squared minus 36 equals 0. Because the square is completed, right, I'll move 36 and divide by 100. And then take the square root from both sides. Quadratic formula, it's possible, of course. You can always use the quadratic formula. Always, always, always. But the question is, or the suggestion is to use the most appropriate one. And the quadratic formula, it's okay, but it will take you longer for nothing. So you can always simplify and by 4. So then you have x squared equals 9 over 25. And when I take the square root, what do I get? Can anyone give us the solutions?
305.
Crucial, something crucial that I can never forget.
Oh yeah, I forgot you guys.
It's very easy to forget. That's why I keep using also.
Got square root. You got square root both.
Right. So what do I have to write? Crucial.
Square root of 9.
Yes, plus and minus 3 over 5. Remember, it's quadratic. Quadratic, two solutions. If you only write one solution, it's incomplete. Okay, so I think we finalized that. So we can look quickly at at
So we can.
so sorry, Brad, I will mute you, not because but I hear myself in the background. It's not you, it's me. Okay, so now I would like to look at, so please don't forget to unmute yourselves. So this is part one. What was that? They are alerting me on everything. What is the alert here? So quadratic equation. So that's 1.5. So what do I want here? I wanted to look at 1.5 part. So this was part one. Okay. So we looked at part two. So let's look at part one now. So let's go through the problems and see if you need any help with any of these so you can finish up your assignment. I know I have, what do I have? I have 5 minutes. Okay, good. So fill in the blank so that the resulting statement is true. U squared, now they're using letters to throw us off. No, they can't throw us off. What would you use? U squared equals D.
Plus or minus square root of D.
Oh, of course, absolutely clear. Thank you. Of course. Second one. Okay, got it. Good. Next one. Solve the quadratic equation by the square root property. Do we have any difficulties with this? What will you do first before you take the square root from both sides? Remember always, you must clean it up. So what will you do?
Divide by 3.
Exactly. First you have to write x squared equals 4 and then take the square root from both sides. Anyone needs help with this, or is it clear? Okay, moving on. Any problem here? Do we need to work on something like this? Yes or no, please say something.
Yes, please.
Okay, so we have 2x plus 1, everything squared equals 16. So, can anyone tell us what to do? It's already set up. We know exactly which method we need to apply. Let's apply it. What is it? What is it?
The square root.
Good. So the left-hand side is this. What about the right-hand side? Crucial, please. Bailey, Christy, Emily, anyone?
Plus minus.
Say it again.
Plus minus.
Good. How much?
4.
Excellent. I have to move 1. And then I have to divide by 2. Everything by 2. And I have 2 options. Can anyone give us the 2 options? This is always nice and easy. Applying the square root, always nice and easy. So what do we have? What are the 2 options, please? Do not simplify the 2 in the denominator.
1/2.
3/2 or negative 5/2?
Yes. Yes. 3/2 or negative 5/2. So here's how we got them. Negative 1 plus 3, I'm sorry, negative 1 plus 4 is 3 divided by 2. Negative 1 minus 4 is negative 5 divided by 2. Perfect. Excellent. Thank you. Okay. Identical situation, but I like to work on this one, and you will see why. Can anyone guide us through this? What do we need to do? The square is already completed. What do I do? Anyone, please?
The square root of both sides.
Of course, apply the square root. The left-hand side is x plus 8. The right-hand side, what is something that I can never forget first?
Plus minus
Yes. And now let's take the square root from negative 25. How much is that?
5.
And the square root of negative 1?
5.
Exactly. I move 8. This is it. Very good. Awesome. Well done. Thank you. Okay. Same thing, nothing different. Same thing. What would you do first before you take the square root? This is already set up for us. What would you do first to simplify it? It's a must.
Divide by 2.
Yes. So in this situation, we have x plus 4 squared equals 18. 36 divided by 2. Now careful, because when you take the square root, that's correct. You have x plus 4, you have plus or minus. But now remember, the square root of 18 is the square root of 2 times the square root of 9. So this will be 3, the square root of 2. You still have to move 4. So careful, because now they are expecting us to know how to simplify radicals. Okay, I took 1 minute of your time.